We're back, baby, let's go. Ned investigates the corpse that the Mountain just made at the jousting thing and questions why the ex-squire of Lord Arryn could afford brand new Louis Vuitton armor. Then he goes and shares a glass of delicious room temperature wine with Bobby B. Wait a second, I take back that shit I just said about Louis Vuitton armor because if such a thing as designer armor exists, Loras Tyrell is currently wearing it. Renly and Littlefinger bet on Loras versus the Mountain, and Renly wins and proceeds to make fun of Lord Baelish's entire lack of a social life. Littlefinger responds with, "You're gay, Lamau." The Mountain, furious that he lost and incapable of taking blame, decides to turn his horse into a wall decoration. He then tries to kill Loras, and the Hound steps in, and Bobby B tells him both to fuck off, and only the Hound really listens. Catelyn is taking Tyrion to the Vale to see Lord Arryn's late wife and her sister, Lysa Arryn. They're attacked by some vague barbarians that literally only exist for the first season of the show, and then never again, and Tyrion kills one of the guys with a shield. Then there's this whole scene that explains that Theon is a ward to House Stark, which is like when the winner of a war takes the other leader's kid, basically just to stunt on them, and also I guess it kind of ensures they won't attack again. So yeah, you're welcome for that, I guess. In King's Landing, Varys decides that Ned is worth trusting, so he splits intelligence with him. Namely that Lord Arryn was poisoned by some super rare poison, and the only person that could have possibly delivered it was the aforementioned dead squire. The only remaining question is who has deep enough pockets to pay off the loyal squire to the hand of the king?
Here comes the money.
Littlefinger and Varys meet in the throne room and try and one-up each other about how sneaky and underhanded they are, while also maintaining a respect for one another's shadiness. It's honestly one of my favorite scenes in the entire show, but unfortunately it's interrupted by the decidedly unsneaky Renly to announce a council meeting. Arya, who earlier heard some shit about some people trying to kill Ned, yeah sorry I skipped mentioning it because it was exclusively to set up for this scene, comes to snitch to her dad, and we conveniently meet Yoren of the Night's Watch, who's here in King's Landing to recruit. I'm sure that'll be important later. At the council meeting, Bobby B has caught wind of Daenerys' pregnancy and is greatly afraid of the Dothraki. He makes the executive decision that if they just assassinate one pregnant girl, then a war against the horse savages can be entirely avoided. Ned points out that the Dothraki only ride horses, not boats. Bobby B tells Ned to shut the fuck up and fall in line, and Ned refuses, like a bitch, and gives up his position as the Hand of the King. After the meeting, Ned decides to go back to Winterfell, but Peter Baelish shows up with even more intel about the Lord Arryn conspiracy. Back at the Vale, Lysa Arryn is, breastfeeding her seemingly 11-year-old child. She's also a lunatic. Well, I guess those things are kind of related, but anyways, moving on. Lysa wants to kill Tyrion for his transgressions against Lord Arryn, but he gets tossed in a very cool jail cell for now until he can have a proper trial. Renly Baratheon and Loras Tyrell, who, surprise, are gay, talk about how Renly should be king. Renly likes that idea very much. Littlefinger takes Ned to his brothel where there's like a 14-year-old girl with one of Bobby B's bastards that Lord Arryn came to see regularly. As they're leaving, Jaime Lannister shows up, fuming about Tyrion's kidnapping, and he kills Jory Cassel and then also whoops Ned in a sword fight. God, Jaime's cracked.